Jessie, it's really, really nice to meet you. I want to point something out before we get started. In the record shop episode, a little voice, you might recognize there's a dog, and I have one right there.
Oh my gosh. I love it.
It's the RCA record.
Dog.
Yeah, it's the RCA Records dog. I used to work in radio, and that's how I got that. A second story about working in radio. Sara Bareilles came by the radio station I was working at a couple of years ago. Well, it's been more than a couple, but it's been several years ago. I got to spend the afternoon with her. She played Love Song as she was getting ready for one of our live lounges. She couldn't have been any nicer. So I got to tell you, working with her must have been just a treat.
Such a joy, such a gift. She's such a special person. And so
Now,
gifted.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, it's rare that someone is that gifted and that nice a person.
Now, I know that you worked on another huge show, Waitress, which is just absolutely phenomenal. But how did the vision for Little Voice begin with you, with Sara?
It was interesting. It was two concurrent paths. JJ met Sara at, I think, at an Obama gathering, and said to Sara, have you ever been interested in doing something loosely based on a singer-songwriter and how you came up in the business? And concurrently, I was writing a piece about a songwriter that was kind of inspired by my time with Sara on Waitress. So when Sara told me about her conversation with JJ, we decided to blend the two projects, and out of that came Little Voice. And when we were looking for a title, that kind of seemed like the perfect metaphor. I don't know if you know the story of the song. Do you know the story of the song?
I know the song. I'm starting to learn more from watching this. Tell me what is going on.
Sara actually wrote the song for the Little Voice album when she was 23, and the producer said it's not right for the album. We won't let you put it on the album, and she was just devastated. And so when we started working on our show, Little Voice, we said we need a theme song, and Sara started trying to write one, and nothing was quite happening. And then she called me and she said, you know what, Jessie? The reason I can't write it is I've already written it. I wrote it when I was 23, and she pulled this song out that she had written way back when. And it was so perfect, and it's like it was there waiting for us, a little treasure.
Tell me what this show means to you.
I think for me, Sara and I really are committed to empowering young women. And I think being able to tell an authentic journey that's hard, that's a struggle, that's takes kind of an inner courage, and for someone to find their way and kind of be able to realize themselves. But for me, I don't like when that's portrayed as something that's easy and happens overnight. I think to authentically tell the journey of what it means to try to find your real voice, I feel lucky to be able to tell that story.
Well, thank you for bringing this to us. By the way, the all-female mariachi band, they're awesome.
Flor de Toloache, they're the best.
They are so good, and so is this. I really appreciate your time today. Thanks again for bringing this to us.
Really nice to meet you. Thank you.